Hello students, let us learn the first chapter of modern bank management, which is Introduction to Banking. When I say a word bank, so bank generally refers to commercial banks. When I say I'm going to a bank, I mean I'm going to a commercial bank. There are many kinds of banks: commercial banks, saving banks, investment banks, industrial banks, exchange banks, central banks, cooperative banks. Now, let us see the origin of the term banking. Authorities on banking are divided in their opinion regarding the origin of the term bank. The origin of the term banking is, some said that it has come from Italy. Some authorities say that the origin of the word bank is from a French word which is banque, Italian word which means banco, or Latin word which is bancus. Okay, some even say that it is it has come from a German word which is bank. The Latin word bancus means the bench on which the Jewish bankers sat while providing currency exchange and loan services. And the German word bank means mound or heap. A heap means a joint stock fund raised from the public. So many people contribute money, save their money to a common fund which is called as joint stock fund, or heap of money from the public, and for the purpose of financing the needy, then they give it to others to finance the needy people. Okay. Evolution of banking. Banking system was an essential part in the development of civilization. Ancient people did not had locker in their home. So what did they do? They put all their valuables at the temples. Temples kept their valuables safe. And in addition, what they started doing, they started lending money to others. So temples started working like banks. Okay, this happened in Greece, Rome, Egypt. Then Romans, what did they do? They bought banking out of the temple and formalized it within distinct building. So Rome divided bank and temple. Okay, so temple used to do the bank job. Okay, so what Romans did, they divided the work within a building. Now there is historical evidence that around 3900 BC, Egypt adopted banking services. Egypt adopted banking services using cows as units of exchange. Cows were used as units of exchange. And Egypt, the state, also provided a warehouse for the farmers so that they can put all the grains there safely. And there would be one person who will take care of the warehouse. When the farmer puts the amount of grains, the person will give them the receipt, which is called as deposit receipt. And in that receipt, it would be written how much wealth is put in the warehouse. Okay. Chanakya has also written in his Arthashastra Chanakya has written in his Arthashastra. This is about 300 BC. During 300 BC, he has mentioned that there were merchants who received deposits, and they gave loans, issued hundis. Okay, so during 300 BC also there were merchants. He has mentioned in Arthashastra. They were business people. What they used to do, they used to receive money, they used to give loans and all. Okay, and the Bank of Venice is the first bank which was founded in 1157. It is a first public banking institution. Then Bank of Barcelona, which was established in 1401. Then Bank of Genoa, which was established in 1407. Okay, the merchant bankers were the one who were trading in commodities in this bank. Okay, this was the first stage of banking, where merchant bankers traded in commodities. Then what happened now? Merchants, the businessmen, has to travel from one place to another place, so there was nobody to take care of their wealth. Okay, then what they did, in their wherever they used to stay, there were goldsmiths. What does goldsmith does? They make ornaments of gold, silver, etc. Correct? So they have to keep their jewelry safe, they have to keep their wealth safe. So they had the system where they can keep their wealth safe. So what merchant bankers did, they approached the goldsmith who is honest. The goldsmith has to be honest. Okay, so merchant banker said, you are keeping your wealth safe already, so what you do, we will give you our wealth, you keep that also safe. And then goldsmith charged money for that. This was the second stage, where goldsmith kept wealth of merchants safe. And what goldsmith did, they started charging them for keeping their money safe or their wealth safe. Okay, and then the next stage was money lenders. So later goldsmith found that goldsmith had lot of money from merchant bankers, from various people. When if the goldsmith is honest, the merchant bankers used to keep money with the goldsmith, and goldsmith started keeping charging merchant banker some interest for keeping the money, some charges they used to put. And then goldsmith decided, because they had lot of money, okay, they started lending it to somebody else and started charging interest on behalf of that. So yeah, and then now they are called as money lenders. So first stage was merchant bankers. The merchant bankers started trading in commodities. Okay, then merchant bankers had to travel from one place to another, so they wanted somebody to keep their money safe. So they approached goldsmiths. What they used to do, they used to keep their jewelry, etc. safe. So they had a system where they can keep their wealth safe. Merchant bankers approached goldsmith and they asked them, you keep our wealth safe and you can charge us money for that. So what goldsmith did, okay, they took wealth from merchant bankers, kept it safe, okay, and they started charging merchant bankers. Then what happened? There was lot of wealth accommodated with the goldsmith. So what goldsmith started doing? They started lending that wealth to money to other people who required it. Okay, and they started charging interest on that. So now goldsmith are have become like money lenders. So if you see, the commercial bank has three ancestors. First one is merchant, second one is goldsmith, and third one is money lenders. Okay. So this is how the origin of the evolution of banking came into existence. This is how the banking came into existence.